Good day to you. This is Dr. Dennis L. Waters. The Dennis L. Waters with Restore Executive Life and Leadership Coaching and Consulting, and I Will Restore Incorporated. And today we're talking about my success is my responsibility. And we invite you to come to look at and to listen to the presentations, all of them that are found on my YouTube channel, to look at the various websites that we have at iwillrestore.com, to look at them at also spiritvictorypraise.com, and then also to look at the Facebook pages that we have, I Will Restore on Facebook, also Spirit Victory Praise on Facebook, to actually be able to look at these. And basically the aspect of all of these items have to do with that you as an individual, you have the ability to change your life, to live your 4D life, whatever it is that you desire in life, that you have the ability to change your life, no matter what your life is, to make it whatever you would like for it to be. And it could already be good, and you can move it to another level, a higher level, a better level. Whether that concerns your health, whether that concerns your wealth, whether that concerns your relationships, whatever it may be, you can move it to a higher, a better relationship. And that it is not just magic or anything like that. That's not what we're talking about here. It is a matter of cause and effect. And the cause is the way that thinking takes place within your own mind, within your conscious mind. And that followed by what you do in your conscious mind, that is followed by what happens in your subconscious mind. And whether your subconscious mind is called your imagination or your subconscious or your unconscious mind, whatever it may be, that when it comes to the point that it is a habit within your life, whenever it follows that it is a habit, it enters into your autonomic system, then that becomes automatic or habitual in your life. Then your life will change as a result of that. You're not bound by that which is in the past. In other words, precedent is not controlled by principle. So your past does not control you. And there are all kinds of writings and everything else that speaks that out over the course of millennia, that has been written about. Philosophers have spoken about it. Individuals today speak about it. And there are all kinds of tools that actually speak about this in this particular day and time as well. And so we speak of the aspect of your conscious mind, your subconscious mind, the superconscious mind, and you can speak of them as God, Jesus, and the Holy Spirit. Whatever name you may give to them, cause, operation, and effect. Whatever name you may give these particular attributes of your mind, these attributes are always working as you work them. In other words, you reap what you sow. And so that's what we're talking about, and seeking to empower, to move us past whatever the past has been, so that no matter if it's a matter of, if you think it is racism, if you think it is classism, if you think it is feminism, whatever it may be in life, that you're able to move past whatever the past has been. And so this has to do with just whatever life is for this present moment, whether for you, whether it's for another individual, your life can be different moving forward. Is it easy to do? Well, if it was something that was easy to do, then everybody would be doing it. But is it possible to do? Yes, it is possible to do in any part of the world. The biblical statement says, as a person thinks, so that person is. And then again, it says, you reap what you sow, or it is done unto you as you believe. And That's the whole piece in regard to that. It is done unto you when you convince yourself of something that no matter if it is something that is presently, as far as this third dimensional world is concerned, is not something presently in your world. But when you convince your own mind, your conscious mind, feeding therefore your subconscious mind, then you will see it come to pass in your life. And so that's what we're talking about. This is the power that God has given to humanity, men and women. God has given it to all individuals so that they are able to bring about something new, something that they have not previously seen in their lives. This is the power that an individual has. And we want to teach you this particular power. Now, please understand, when we say we want to teach you, you can find this information all over the web in this day and time. It is not something that's hidden, but you must know what you're looking for. You must know what you're looking for, and then you put it together as well. Those individuals who already have this particular ability, who already understand, those individuals who do it actually have it, and they make it available to people, and they actually go through a process of actually charging you. Some charge a very high fee, some charge a very low fee, but the fee really doesn't matter. What matters is your particular hunger to actually receive this particular knowledge. That's what really matters. It's according to the size of your dream, not the size of the person charging the fee. And so something like this, which we're putting out, it'll be on a podcast, it'll be on YouTube, it'll be on Facebook, all of those kinds of things. Those things may be absolutely free to you. But to get them all together, there is a price for that. But again, what is the price of your dream? What is the price of your vision? And what is the price that you pay every day for doing absolutely nothing or not enough? That's what you have to weigh the price and see which one is the most expensive price for you to pay. But let's talk again about my success is my responsibility. We have talked previously about this whole aspect of the use of one's subconscious mind. And we talked about various tools that you can use to reprogram your subconscious mind. If you have not seen that, look around in my YouTube channel, Dr. Dennis L. Waters Sr. And if you don't find it on the YouTube channel, send me an email at info@iwillrestore.com, and then I will send you the links to that particular or to those particular items. But we talked about the aspect of your conscious, your subconscious, your superconscious mind, and then the whole aspect of how that works together and how you can use various things in order to help you out to understand how to work with your conscious and subconscious mind. We mentioned the aspect of affirmations. We talked about various frequencies of music and how those particular items could help you as well. We talked about visualization. So all of these things. This is what we're doing today is on par with the aspect of an affirmation. And so it says, my success is my responsibility. So it's a way of constructing an affirmation and how that is done. Now, we talked about an affirmation having an I am statement. So this is something to inform how you construct that particular idea. And so it is taking responsibility for one's own success. My success is my responsibility. I have 4 particular items that I speak about when it comes to owning one's life. First of all, whatever has happened to you in life, I say take 100% responsibility for one's life. 100% responsibility for one's life. And I say the individual begin wherever it is that you can begin. That could be today, begin today to take 100% responsibility for your life. 100% responsibility, or take whatever level you want. No matter what has happened to you, whether it's abuse, whether it's hurt, whatever, take 100% responsibility. If you can't take 100%, perhaps you want to take 10%. 15%, 50%, 75%, 100% is what we're reaching for in regard to that. The other thing is blame no one for whatever has happened to you in your life. My recommendation to you is to blame no one. And by that I mean blame no one thing, blame no one person, Blame no one. Do not blame yourself. Do not blame God. Do not blame your parents. Do not blame your partner. Do not blame anyone or anything for where you are presently. Blame no one. Why? Because the aspect that blaming does not accomplish anything good for you in life. Remember, take 100% responsibility for your life. So those two really are one thing. They go together. And then next, forgive everybody. Forgive. Just forgive. Why is that necessary? Because in order to give forth, you must forgive. In order to give forth, you must forgive. Life is to be lived on a very positive level. And so forgive everybody. Forgive everything. Again, that goes together with this aspect of taking 100% responsibility. So forgive everybody. Forgive everybody. Take 100% responsibility. Forgive everybody in regard to that. Then the aspect of the next one says, join or form a beloved community. Join or form a beloved community. So go through that aspect of joining or forming a beloved community. And a community can be one or two individuals. And there's also a way that you are in community with spirit. That's a particular and a very special relationship that one has with spirit. But you want to be somewhere where you can share your story. You can talk to and be vulnerable with whoever it may be that you can be vulnerable with, and you can still be safe. You can still feel good about yourself, and you can still be supported when you're talking to individuals and sharing, you can be open and share with individuals your own story and go through a process of growth and development in that safe space. And so these items are just very, very important when it comes. So you blame no one. You take 100% responsibility for your life. You forgive everybody. And then also you join or form a beloved community. And so this is online with this aspect of taking 100% responsibility. My success is my responsibility. And so we go forth and we read this item. I know that I hold the key to success in my heart, mind, and soul. I know that I hold the key to success in my heart, mind, and soul. So you're affirming that. I know that I hold the key to success in my heart, mind, and soul. And then I embrace my inner drive and determination. And it is this drive that converts my efforts into achievement. I embrace my inner drive and determination, and it is this drive that converts my efforts into achievement. Now, although I'm saying these things with my voice, that's what you're listening to, but the reason why we're doing this on the screen the way that we're doing it is because it's important that you say these words yourself. You can repeat them along with me, or you can repeat them after me. So it's vital that you hear yourself say, you must own these statements, these affirmations. And if you like, again, send me an email at info@iwillrestore.com, and I will send you a PDF of these particular items. Send me a email requesting my success is my responsibility, and I'll send you an email, a PDF that has this particular item there, and then really send you on a continuous basis for at least the next 7 to 30 days additional affirmations. And this one says, my success is my responsibility. We've got some alpha wave music, alpha frequency music. You recall that we mentioned this music previously. The alpha wave is a wave that it enhances creativity. It goes through the process of helping you with visualization. This is a frequency that you hear in the background. It is really one that I play a number of times in regard to that because of its benefits. There are other waves that we also mention in regard to this, and we do this so that an individual, when they're working with this aspect of visualization in particular, because what you want to do as you are seeking to bring about change in your life, you want to have a picture of what success looks like in your mind. You have already a picture of what the present situation is. You may have a picture of what failure is that has been printed in your mind from the past. But you also want to have a picture of what success. And when I say a picture, I don't mean just a visual picture. It could be a sound of success. It could be a feeling of success. It could be a taste of success. But some way, somehow, you have in your mind an idea of what success will be for you, so that you can actually imprint this into your subconscious. You can feel it. You can see it. You can taste it. So that when you say these words, there are some chemical reactions, some synaptic reactions. There are some things that take place within your body that makes it real in this particular moment. And so as you look at this, that's what we're seeking, because the mind cannot tell the difference between something that is vividly imagined and something that is actually happening in this third dimensional dimension. And so the alpha wave deals with relaxation and visualization and creativity. It is 7 to 13 hertz, and it makes it possible for you to step into what we call liminal space. And so you say, I know that I hold the key to success in my heart, mind, and soul. I embrace my inner drive and determination. And it is this drive that converts my efforts into achievement. So you've got the key, and you're unlocking the door that lets you into your room of success. You've got that key. And you can imagine yourself unlocking that door and moving into the room, your room, where all of your achievements are realized. The next one says, I view obstacles as only temporary pauses in obtaining the success I am destined for. So it's just like, again, you go to the movies and you see what are on the screen as heroes. Well, they encounter temporary pauses in obtaining the success. Temporary pauses. They go through a process and fight their battles. And normally movies are, say, between an hour, say an hour and a half, 2 hours, and at the end everybody's happy because the hero wins, or the shero or the heroine wins. Well, consider yourself to be as great as or greater than any hero that you might see on the screen, no matter who they are. So I view my obstacles, I view the obstacles as only temporary pauses in obtaining the success I am destined for. And you are in this area of alpha waves. You're tuning your brain to this frequency. I view obstacles. They can be financial. They can be health obstacles. You can believe that whatever your health challenge may be, that it can be different. And you can affirm that whatever it is that is temporary, and you can affirm that and make affirmative statements. The text in the biblical statement says, let the weak say I am strong. And you can say that about whatever system is in your body, whether it's respiratory, digestive, whatever it may be. You can affirm that on a continuous basis, daily, a number of times a day. You can affirm that about your financial situation, no matter what it may look like. You can put up pictures about what it is that you may desire to be, have, or do whatever it may be. You can put up pictures and see yourself as you desire to be, do, or have. And view whatever stands between you and that goal that you have as a temporary pause. Temporary. So you don't need a picture of the obstacle. It'll present its own picture to your mind, but when you see that, know that it's going to pass. Next one says, when I am confronted with a challenge, I stare it square in the eye. So you don't run from it. I will my power over the challenge so it is unable to conquer me. And the statement says, greater is he that is in me. You could say, greater is she that is in me. God has no gender as far as I know, other than the gender that I declare that God is. So when I am confronted with a challenge, I stare it square in the eye. I will my power over the challenge so it is unable to conquer me. God was always up to the challenge, as far as I can tell, in every sacred text. Every sacred text. The Bible, David didn't seem to worry too much about Goliath. None of God's people. The text says, greater is God who is in me than anything that I'm confronted with in this third dimensional world. I know that my God is able. I can do all things through the Christ which strengthens me. All of those texts, in whatever spiritual dimension or tradition you may be in, is still the same. When I am confronted with a challenge, I stare it square in the eye. I will my power over the challenge so it is unable to conquer me. If you will conquer it in your mind, you will conquer it in your life. The next one says, the bravery with which I approach challenges is the tool which helps to erase any fear I have at the onset. So again, it's a mindset. It's your attitude toward it. Winning is inevitable once I overcome those fears. The bravery with which I approach challenges is the tool which helps to erase any fear I may have at the beginning. Winning is inevitable once I overcome those fears. And that's what we're talking about, is overcoming those fears, mentally. You can do that. Next, I embrace my responsibility. I am responsible. My success is my responsibility. I am 100% responsible for my success. I embrace my responsibility to ensure that each project I embark on yields positive results. I relish. It's like something good is good food. It's good energy. It's good power. I relish my role as the master of my efforts. I believe in my ability to persevere because I often experience successful outcomes after consistent effort. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. I believe in my ability to persevere because I often experience successful outcomes after consistent effort. So you do the consistent effort first, you get successful outcomes. I encourage people to do duty until it becomes delight. Do duty until it becomes delight. It's the same thing as consistent effort yields successful outcomes. Don't quit. And after a while, you will relish your role as the master of your efforts. Do duty until it becomes delight. So you say, I embrace my responsibility to ensure that each project I embarked on yields positive results. I relish my role as the master of my efforts. I believe in my ability to persevere because I often experience successful outcomes after consistent effort. And then today, my success is the focal point of my day-to-day exploits. Each situation I encounter reminds me of my part in reaching my goals. I happily go after every goal with the mindset that I deserve only the best and have what it takes to get it. Now let's do that again, because it says today, this day, my success is the focal point of my day-to-day exploits. Each situation I encounter reminds me of my part. I have a part. Some people are sitting around waiting on God. God is waiting on each individual. God is waiting. God has your success, my success. He's waiting on us. God has already done God's part. Remember, faith without works is dead. Everywhere you look, whatever has happened, God was waiting. And when man showed up, God was already there. God is omnipresent. God is omnipotent, meaning all present everywhere. So God is never waiting. God is never to be waited on. God is waiting. Spirit is waiting. Today, my success is the focal point of my day-to-day exploits. Every situation I encounter reminds me of my part in reaching my goals. I happily go after every goal with the mindset that I deserve. You must say, I deserve only the best and have what it takes. I have what it takes to get it. So you could change that. I am worthy only of the best. I deserve only the best. I should have only the best and have what it takes to get it. So no matter what stuff has been told to you, you deserve the best. And you must do what it takes to get the best. And then here's some questions that you go through, answer, write down the answers. How do I empower others to rely on their own abilities to turn situations around? Answer that. How do I encourage or empower others to rely on their own abilities to turn situations around? Teaching them rather than rely on the government, rather than rely even on the church, or even rely on others in any situation. Because remember, 100% responsibility for the individual, for myself. How do I empower others to rely on their own abilities to turn situations around? Now, when a group of people become one, then how do we rely on each other? Number 2, do I remain positive if I'm unable to achieve success with something? Do I remain positive if I'm unable to achieve success with something? So there may be temporary failure, or there may be failure in a particular situation. But is that the end of success? No. Well, I've answered the question, but you got to answer it for yourself, honestly. It may be a lack of success in that particular item, in my estimation. But there may be another area. If you fail, that doesn't mean you're a failure, in my estimation. But you work that out. Do I remain positive if I am unable to achieve success with something? So leave some comments in regard to that. That's what you can do with these. Leave some comments. 3, when challenges seem difficult to bear, how can I allow others to help? So when challenges seem difficult to bear, how can I allow others to help? So with these self-reflection questions, write down some of the answers to this in the comments here on YouTube. Write down what your answers may be. And then also help answer some of the questions of others. If they post that they have various challenges and things like that, let's help one another out. How about that? So question one, how do I empower others to rely on their own abilities to turn situations around? You found a way through, help others out. Two, do I remain positive if I am unable to achieve success with something? And three, when challenges seem difficult to bear, how can I allow others to help? So our topic today, my success is my responsibility. And I invite you to send us an email at info@iwillrestore.com. We will send you a PDF. So this will be an item that we encourage you to consider the whole implication of this and make it your own. You can take notes on the PDF, just make it your own so that you have positive affirmations that flow out of this. We want you to use it. We want you not just to hear this. This is not entertainment. This is empowerment. And I believe that if all people get this, or all people who get this, there's no charge for this particular item, and we will do them over and over and over again. Various items like this, no charge for them. There is a charge as we put them together and organize them and all of those kinds of things, because we want to make sure that individuals get that in a manner and in a way that the classes that we have and the things that we put together for individuals who are at a different level of being serious and committed to their own growth because of their dream and their intensity. That we have a class called The Inner Journey of Self-Awareness to Become Your Beautiful, Handsome, Authentic Self. That is a particular class that's dealing with cause and effect. That has a level of intentionality about that. And so if you send us an email at innerjourney@svptli.com. S as in Sam, V as in Victory, T as in Tom, T as in Tom, L as in Lincoln, I as in India.com. Inner Journey, INNERJOURNEY, Inner Journey at svptli.com, which stands for Spirit, Victory, Praise, Transformational Leadership Institute. That's a school at teachable.com. You can look that up as well. But send us an email. We will send you the link to the page that explains all of the things that are involved in that particular course. The first 3 lessons are free for that course. And we do even more than just give you 3 lessons. We want you to get a taste of it. You can do this in a group. And there's even a way that we can teach it in a online course where we can do a face-to-face. But because we want to really empower the world, a significant part of the world. Because we believe it is possible for you as an individual and others as well, to be empowered through the use of your conscious and subconscious mind. We believe the only enemy that we really face is really the enemy of ignorance. And in this day and time when we have technology, the internet, so many things that if I learn to better control our minds, our focus, that our dominant thoughts will become our reality, our dominant thoughts. And if we begin to control our dominant thoughts, not allowing the news cycle or the commercials on television, on the radio, and all this other stuff that's not good for us, that's telling us what we should think, what we should eat, what we should drink, what we should even feel, what we should buy, all of these things are controlling our thoughts. And we don't even know it because it goes in subconsciously. If you look at television a lot, you will find that there's so many suggestions that are down scrolling across the TV screen and all kinds of things. And whether it's in the movies, there's so many commercials because the subconscious mind processes information at something like 200,000 bits per second, and the conscious mind can only take in about 40 bits per second. And so there's so much information that is coming in at the same time, and you're not even aware that something is being suggested to you. And so what our recommendation is that an individual learn to meditate, they learn to do affirmative prayer, which is, again, this whole aspect of consciously saying to your mind who you are being, what you are doing, and what you are having, and affirming that over and over again, and then using the frequencies that we speak of, the music that we speak of, all of these things, because you have a definite purpose that you're moving toward in life. And so there's a process by which you can empower yourself. And as a result of that, you define who you are, your own identity, you define what you do, and then your own sense of purpose, and you define what you have. That's what this is all about. Again, my name is Dr. Dennis L. Waters, Sr. I bless you. And remember again, you say, my success is my responsibility. Blessings. Bye-bye.